Today, my friends, we're going to take on a club from my beloved country of Turkey. And we are doing it in an interesting fashion because, of course, Fenerbahçe have come in second place behind Galatasaray this season. They're bitter rivals. And as if that is not enough, guys, their best player, their biggest talent in years, has now gone ahead and joined Real Madrid. He actually genuinely might be the biggest talent that the club of Fener has ever brought out. And he's now part of Real Madrid. I wish you good luck, Arda. I'm going to be watching every single game of yours. But obviously, Fener fans are not happy with this current situation. So things need to change. And for that, I am here. Today, we are rebuilding Fenerbahçe and going ahead and fixing what has gone wrong in the year 2023. They have just parted ways with their coach. What is his name? Something Jesus. Jorge Jesus. I think most of you guys know him from Benfica, the guy with the long white hair. He has left Fener and a lot of fans were unhappy with him anyways. And now Ismail Kartal has joined, someone that has been at Fener for multiple times, I believe, as an assistant coach as well to Aykut Kocaman, if I'm not mistaken, to all the Fener fans out there. But guys, we are diving in and straight away. Arda, I am so sorry, but have fun away from this club. He is gone. And we need to go ahead and rebuild this team and make the Fener fans proud. As I'm looking at the team right now, I'm looking at players who have left. And obviously at the top of the list, we have Arda Güler going for 20 million. Bruma has joined Braga. Berisha is now with Augsburg. Enna Valencia, one of their top scorers, has gone ahead and joined Internacional. And then you have a bunch of players, including Zajc and Pelkas and Alioski. All these guys have left this team right now. So what do we do with this squad? Let me look at the signings of the team, but also let's realize what type of squad we have right now. We have Joao Pedro, who's going to be 31 next season. We have Michy Batshuayi, who has kind of played himself nicely into the team right now. He's going to be 29 years old next season. Lincoln is somewhat of a talent, but still, there's a lot of potential in him, I reckon. Rossi is someone that probably a lot of you guys know. And he is here on the left. Kaveji on the right-hand side. Arao in that CDM position. A very good player, actually, in my opinion. Perez, who has joined from Olympique Marseille at the time. He's playing left back. Salai is playing centre-back. Akaydın has joined from, what was it? Adana Demirspor, the same team that Arjinet Muric played for. Burnley player right now, obviously, as you guys know. And then we have basically Arda Güler, his best friend in the team, which is Kadıoğlu, who is still here. This is a player from, I believe, Feyenoord at the time. He's actually Dutch and can't speak Turkish. And he is now in Turkey playing for Fener and probably is learning to speak Turkish properly now. And then obviously goalkeeper position is something we will have to try and figure out because I am hearing rumors around Bayındır. I'm not too sure, but I think we will be looking at rumors right now at contract situations and seeing how things are going. And actually, let's go ahead and bring in the players that have been signed already. A FIFA GOAT, or should I say an Ultimate Team legend. It is Ryan Kent. Yes, Ryan Kent has joined Fener from Rangers. That deal has already gone through. This young man, or not necessarily young man anymore, he's going to be like 26 by the time the season begins, I believe.
Too old.
He is right now, right here at Fener with the beautiful blue and yellow shirt. By the way, I absolutely love the colors of Fener. Like, it is so easily recognizable. Not many clubs in world football have that. I think Boca Juniors and Fenerbahçe are the two I can come up with straight away. But it just looks so nice. Actually, Parma has blue and yellow too, if I'm not mistaken. The team that Buffon plays for. But yeah, here he is, Ryan Kent. And he will be taking over one of these positions. Like, obviously, they're thinking someone needs to step up on those winger spots. So I wonder who that's going to be. And by the way, talking about wingers, we have the most failed wonder kid of all time, Emre Mor. He was Arda Güler before Arda Güler existed. He was the one that everyone was talking about. He joined Borussia Dortmund and all that jazz, and his career fell apart. And here's the thing, he's still only 24, you know. He's still only 24, so maybe, just maybe, we can find a spot for him in this team. But Ryan Kent has joined, and now we can take a look at the striker position and realize there's going to be one big boy coming in. And that guy's actually really big. Like, he's very tall.
Very big fish.
Next up, Edin Dzeko. Yes, Edin Dzeko from Inter, the team that was in the Champions League final. Remember? He is now joining Fener. Now, I understand Dzeko is old, right? And Inter have gone ahead and brought in Thuram, which the boy predicted. See, I was talking about it before it happened, before it was rumored. It was all me. But yeah, Edin Dzeko is right here, and he's joining Fener, and it's fun. I think he's going to do really well. I honestly think he's going to score a lot of goals. I'm going to say 15 minimum. Ener Valencia has been quite successful over in Turkey, but with Edin Dzeko, you have a target man up top that I think Batshuayi could play off really nicely. But Dzeko is here. He's coming in for 12 millones for us. And yeah, he will take over straight away because I personally am not a big fan of Joao Pedro. I will probably let him go. And by the way, we also have King. Remember King? The guy that used to play at Bournemouth? I believe he used to play at Bournemouth. He used to be quite decent, you know, especially in like FIFA. People loved him. But yeah, right here. He is 30 years old, playing in Turkey. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to say.
Nothing to say.
If you guys didn't know, Arda Güler obviously was a massive fan as he was growing up of Alex de Souza. Alex de Souza is someone that I also was a massive fan of. He was the reason why I became a Fenerbahce fan as well when I was a young kid. A Brazilian, left-footed, number 10, incredible technique, and such a baller. So I thought, you know what, since Arda Güler is gone, let's go ahead and bring in a left-footed Brazilian that plays or can play in that center attacking midfield role. And that is going to be one of the main players that is going to lead the line right here in this career mode. You're asking yourself, who is this? Well, it is Gabriel Sara, a player that I've watched plenty. Yes, last season for Norwich, in a season where they actually struggled. Let's be honest. I watched them play, and Gabriel Sara, for me, clearly was the standout player. He had links to like Atletico Madrid and stuff, so nothing has happened yet as far as I know. So why not go ahead and bring him in? And because Lincoln, who is still a decently talented player, hasn't really done too well for Fener anyways, and he has played in a left midfield and left back position as well. So we are bringing in a proper center attacking mid into this team, and in that cam position he goes up by +2, and you can see his stats right here. Decent pace, good shooting, good passing, good dribbling, and great physicality, which is something that you don't really necessarily get a lot in that cam position. A left-footed Brazilian. That is for you, my Fener fans. Seems like Fener might have an agreement with one player. Apparently, Alexander Dzeko will be a new Fenerbahce player. Dzeko has been invited to Istanbul to finalize his deal and also have his medicals. Well, guys, he is actually a decent player that is joining from Ligue 1. The team is Strasbourg, and someone that actually caught my eye last season, but he's not the youngest. He's going to come in at the age of 29, so maybe he's going to come in as like a leader type person for this team, which I don't mind. He even has the leader of men trait in FIFA, so that could be a perfect partner for Salah, because Samet Akaydın, the player, the Turkish player I should say, he is someone that people love to rip apart. In terms of like Twitter, when I see it, Fener fans absolutely rip him apart when he's not doing well. So for us, it makes sense. It makes sense to bring him in. Dzeko is here. He takes over the right centre-back position. He is someone that brings in experience, European experience, and you know what? Leadership trait, that's all I need to see. And for that, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give him the captaincy because that might be a thing that helps. Does that actually help if you give the captaincy to someone that has a leadership trait? Let me know in the comments down below because I honestly don't know if it does. I honestly don't know if captaincy does anything in this game. I'm not done with my transfers yet because as I'm reading through social media, I'm seeing an insane amount of players that are linked to Fener anyways. But for now, the first season is done, guys, and we have lost the last game against Galatasaray. Oh, I'm so sorry. It has happened. Oh, they have lost the derby. That's not good. That is not good at all. But let me take a look at this team right here. So Gabriel Sara up to a 77, Batshuayi +1, Dzeko -3. He's 37 years old right now. That was to be expected. Rossi has gone up to a 79. Ryan Kent not getting enough playtime because Lincoln has been changed to a right mid, and he has been playing ahead of Ryan Kent. It is what it is. He has taken over the position. Kent, you have to do better, or he might even force his way out. Who knows? But we have a couple of players growing on the bench as well with the likes of Mor, Well Done, Perez, and Dzeko on the same rating. Hopefully, Dzeko plays. Samuel has gone up to 78. Okay, so I was actually initially thinking I need to get a new left back. Osterwolde is a left back that is very talented. Fenerbahce spent a lot of money for him, but he hasn't really performed as well. People expected a lot more from him. So I was thinking maybe I'll let him play this season and bring in a different left back next season. There's one that is linked to Fener that would be absolutely amazing. But now I'm thinking I probably need to use Osayi Samuel in that deal. We can't be having a 78 rated right back as a backup to a 79 rated player. Ferdi ain't going nowhere, by the way. He is beloved by the fans as far as I know, so I'm not letting him go at all. But yeah, that is how it's gone. And first season league table, yes, let's go. Fener has won it. Şampiyonuz koçum, let's go. Beautiful. 87 points. Galatasaray on the 82. Unlucky. Well, guys, let me see who has scored the goals. New transfers coming in next season. Joao Pedro has scored 28 and 8. He is the one striker that didn't perform for Fener last season. I had him on a transfer list the entire season, and no one wanted to buy that man. And he's just gone ahead and scored 28 and 8. And you know what? Good for him, because I'm selling him next season. Trust me, he ain't staying over here. And honestly, I kind of want to let go of Lincoln as well. He hasn't necessarily done amazing things for Fener either last season. So considering real life, those two players that have technically done best, they need to go. But Rossi has done well, 14 and 10. Congratulations to him. But guys, new season, new transfers. I'm going to look at social media and see what's going on. There's one that is very interesting. I was just going ahead and selling a couple of players. Joao Pedro has left. We have let go of Luan Perez. We have also let go of Kaveji, as you guys can see right there. King is gone and Dursun. But I was shocked to see that I didn't realize this. We have apparently let go of Salah to Galatasaray. That is like the worst transfer you can legitimately make in the world of Turkish football. So that has probably happened because they have triggered a release clause for him. By the way, it was at the end of the season. So what's going to happen right now is, just because I'm that guy, I'm going to buy him back immediately. You don't get to have Salah Galatasaray. We do not allow that over here at Fener.
I don't allow that.
Well, apparently, Fener are looking to bring in a new left back, and it could be this man from Juventus, an extremely talented player. It is Andrea Cambiasso. Now, if they were to get him, I don't think it would be a permanent deal. That would really surprise me, because I think he's actually a big talent that Juve would love to keep. But here he is. Cambiasso is joining us, and he's taken over that position from Oosterwolde for 10 million. We were able to get him, which makes me wonder if he's actually high rated enough to take over that position right now. Yes, he is. 75 rated, just one rating ahead of Oosterwolde. So a new left back has come in to form a much better defense. And of course, Salah is back into the team. Don't you worry. And then right back, Kadolu will hold it down. Now, I was thinking, as I said, I want to bring in a new right midfielder. And I need to bring in a new striker into this team too. But I actually think I'd much rather have just one striker and play 4-2-3-1. I want to have a bit more stability in that midfield, especially if we go into like Champions League football, which we will be doing right now since we came in first. I want to strengthen that midfield a little bit more and sturdy up that defensive side of things. So let's focus on that right now and see what we can get done. So this one might just be a pipe dream for the Fener fans. But honestly, guys, apparently Wilfried Zaha is one that is rumored to join the club. Even his manager or his agent has actually been in the stadium with Fener and like negotiating with them. Obviously, he's also linked to Steven Gerrard in Saudi, like 600k a week. But hey, join Fener. Join here. And obviously, he's not a youngster, but this seems to be the player that Fener fans want to see at the club. So, you know what? Why not? Let's bring in Wilfried Zaha and see how things go. Lincoln is going the other way. Apparently, he's joined Leipzig in here. But yeah, Zaha, what a weird career, man. Honestly, he is someone that I would have loved to see play for one of the big clubs in the Prem. I really would have. At the time, he was such a talented player, and he still is. But now he's like 30 years old. I don't see any of the top 6 clubs go ahead and bring him into their team. If he was to stay in the Prem, it's probably going to be Crystal Palace. If I was him, if I have an amazing offer like 600k a week from Saudi to play under Steven Gerrard, why not? Just go ahead and enjoy the cash, man. It's at the end of the day, it's a job. So Zaha, Hey, you're not going Saudi, pal. You're joining Fener first. After that, you're free to go to Gerard. I also remember from back in the days when I lived in Turkey and watched Fener play that there was a striker named Pierre van Hooijdonk, an incredible Dutchman that was just insane at the game. So I said to myself, when Batshuayi and Dzeko are gone, I need to bring in a Dutchman to take over. So I'm going after Thijs Dallinga. Osai Samuel is going the other way. Toulouse wanted a lot of money for this man, and he comes in at the rating of 75, which means this season he's probably going to grow to like 78. And then next season he can take over from Batshuayi. Batshuayi, no disrespect, my friend, but long term, I would love to have someone else in that spot. Having said that, he's only 29 at this stage, so he can still grow, and Dallinga can grow behind him and possibly go ahead and take over his position one day. And yeah, that Van Hooijdonk memory for me was the key to this transfer. As I said, I wanted to change the formation. Willian Arau, I appreciate you, but you are 31 years old. I'm moving you on, and I'm bringing on a youngster that I've never used before, a player from Lens who has gotten a nice rating upgrade this year, I believe. He has gone to a 77 as a base rating. Salis Abdul Samed, 23.8, plus Arau, who's worth like 10 mil. He comes in as an 80 rate. Oh no, 79. Okay, that's totally fine with me. Great physicality, 78 defending. How tall are you? 5'10". Okay, high defensive work rate from Ghana. That is the player we have brought in to accompany Crespo. Crespo is going to be the one that is running around like a madman. I actually like him as a player. And then we have Abdul Samed next to him now, who's going to hold it down defensively and progress the ball along with us. This team is actually looking class right now. I really like the signings we brought in. Let's see how they play. It has been an incredible season, and we have come into the Europa League final to play against PSG. After that, we have the Turkish Cup final as well. So we have a couple of things to take care of. But honestly, guys, our road to the final here is insane. We beat Bayer Leverkusen, we beat Manchester United, got past Gladbach, and obviously the reason why we were in the Europa League is because we didn't make it in the qualifiers for Champions League football. Yeah, we failed against Young Boys. That sounds odd. Anyways,
Let's move on, shall we?
You will never understand why that team is named that, by the way. But anyways, here we are now, and we're seeing that Oosterwolde has outdone Cambiasso in growth, and he's playing ahead of him. That was not the plan, but hey, you were here from the beginning. I guess you'll take over the position. I'm fine with it. Batshuayi has gone up by +1. Sarah is looking great in his position. Zaha up to an 85. The man is 31. What the hell? Rossi, I changed to a right midfielder. He's up to an 82. Lovely. Abdul Samed, 84. Respect, my man. Crespo got to that 80. Salah back at the club again. 26 years old. Looking very good. Jiku is now 29 years old. 79 rated. Kadola looks good. Goalkeeper looks fine. And bench-wise, Dallinga is close to Batshuayi's score. So that will be a good one for us to swap out. Obviously, Dzeko has dropped down to a 75. He's pretty old, as you guys can tell. And those players should be on the bench. But yeah, Emre Mor up to a 75. Kent barely getting any playtime. I guess he's getting playtime off the bench, but he might not be happy with it. But let's see if this team can somehow beat PSG. That would be a massive surprise to me. They have Mbappe, Lautaro Martinez, no chance. Absolutely no chance. Yeah, okay. I had a little bit of hope. I gotta admit, a little bit of hope I had, but it didn't work out. Obviously, Laporte, Vitinha, and Vitinha. Congratulations, 2 goals for the Portuguese midfielder. But for us, the journey continues. We obviously have a long road ahead, but getting to a European final is beautiful. I would absolutely love to see a Turkish club in a final of a European competition. It would be nice to see. Maybe even if it is something like the Conference League, I would be very, very happy to see that happen. But before we go into the individual stats, can we win the cup? Come on now, lads. Do it for me. Against Beşiktaş? Yes, we have. Now, we have won the cup. And where are we in the league table? Second behind Galatasaray. It is very competitive in Turkey, trust me. So that is a good one for Galatasaray. Congratulations. We need to take back that position next season. I will do my best to do so. And Wilfried Zaha, no wonder you grew by +3. 38 goals, 14 assists. Rossi did well. Sarah did amazing. Batshuayi has done well. and Dalinga off the bench, showcasing his abilities as well. Extremely satisfied with this season. I appreciate that Djiku is a decent player, but I need to upgrade that defense with a little bit more youth alongside Salah. It is going to be a player that probably a lot of people don't know, and even I don't know much about him. Isak, again, a Swedish centre-back that plays in the Serie A, is now joining us at... Is that an 80? He's coming in at an 80. Oh, I didn't expect that. I was kind of hoping he could be the backup at first because Djiku isn't necessarily too old, but hey, you know what? That is great depth for our team. Djiku, I'm sorry, but Hien is here. He comes in with great pace, amazing defending, and good physicality. 6'3" tall. Beautiful stuff right there, guys. Very happy with that. But as I said before, Dalinga, he's catching up. He's going to take over that position. By the end of the season, I reckon he's going to be higher rated. So I'm going to put him in there straight away. And as I look at this team, I'm thinking, what do I need to do next? And honestly, it might just be that left center midfield position. Maybe Crespo needs... Actually, does he need to drop to the bench? I don't think he needs to. So maybe I just get someone that can take over that left wing spot when Zaha gets too old. But for that, I don't think I have enough money, so we'll have to do that next season. You want to see something? Well, guys, we are in the final of the Turkish Cup against Galatasaray, so you better win this, because this is important. Yes, you have. Yes, you did. Kadıoğlu and Rossi scoring the goals, and now, guys, we're going to go straight into the league table, take a look at it, and realize that we are at the top as well. The double, right? The double, right? No? Again? All right, man, there's a battle going on here. What? How is their team looking if they can compete with this? Honestly, there's a fire team that we have put together. I'm really shocked that I'm seeing our players not being able to compete on that level. But you know what? It is what it is. I see Zaha has grown to an 87. He's 32 now. How is he pulling this off? That's why he has 48 goal contributions. The guy is too good for the league. But Dalinga, 21-7. That's what I want to see. And the other lads have done well too. So there's a lot of room for growth still for these players. Even for Rossi, he's 27 years old. But guys, we need to make 1 or 2 transfers. And honestly, then I think we are pretty much set. So I probably need to get a new left centre mid. Yep, I will do so. And then... I don't know. What do I do with the rest of the money? Oh, yeah, a left wing. And now the question is, do I just use Zaha in a swap deal? He's 32 years old. If you want to get to the Champions League final, which we won't be doing next season, probably need to get someone that can grow for like 2 years. Let's see what I can do. Wilfried Zaha has actually started declining in his rating, so used him in a swap deal at the perfect time to bring in an extremely talented Spanish player named Molero. He is now going to be part of our team. Alberto Molero, thank you very much for joining us. Zaha, thank you for your incredible seasons at this club. But as I said, it was time to move on. And this guy can do a lot, and he's only 21 years old. Guys, that is definitely the right decision to make. This team is ready to fly up in ratings, I reckon. Is this actually happening? Well, we have gotten past the likes of Dortmund, have gotten past Salzburg to play against Newcastle in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Guys, it is early, and it's not going to happen. I thought it was... And it does. We have come back. Let's go. We have beaten Newcastle in the Champions League semi-final to play against, of course, who else? We're playing against PSG, the team that beat us in the Europa League final. We can get revenge now. This is amazing. I thought this was not going to happen for a couple of seasons still, but we have done it now in 2026. But... as I said, I've got to admit, not the strongest opponents. Now, Dortmund, not an easy one. Lost the first game, won the second. After that, Salzburg, easy opponent technically, made it harder than it should have been. Newcastle, we got past it with a comeback as well. Won the cup as it seems, by the way. Oh no, we have the cup after. Who cares? We're in the Champions League final. I do care about the Turkish League title though. Come on now. Please. No. No pre-match press conference. Get away from me.
Get on my face, bitch!
Now I get to actually check it out in the league. First, 7-point gap. Let's go. Hey, it was competitive, Gala. I got to give it to you. You guys have done well to be able to compete with us for so long, through so many seasons. I don't know how many seasons we're in, but feel like we have won 2 and they have won 2 as well. So it's all good, I guess. And this is the team that's done it. Dallinga up to an 87. Pierre van Hooijdonk regen. Let's go. He's not as tall, though. It's fine. And then we have Sara, Alex de Souza's regen, basically. Left-footed, 26 years old, a Brazilian on an 86. Molero, wow, amazing growth. Rossi up to an 87. Abdul Samed up to a 90. That could be a Turkish guy as well. There are plenty with that name, which is fun. Crespo up to an 84. That's okay. He's the captain of the team right now, it seems like. He's a team player. Oosterwolde has earned that spot over Cambiasso. Didn't expect it. Salah and Hien, not necessarily that high rated. Like, I didn't think this team could get to the final, but 587, Kaduolu 88. And you know what? I'm going to give him the captaincy, or should I? Does it change anything since Crespo's team player? I guess I'm not going to do it for now, but let's dive into the stats before we dive into the Champions League final. Whoa. 58 goal contributions. Are you nuts? That is incredible. Honestly, I cannot wait to see how this guy plays in game. Insane stats. Molero, Sara, Rossi, front 4, looking solid. And Crespo has supported them with 15 goal contributions himself. Congrats to him. And I thought Crespo was like Argentinian or something, but he's from Portugal. That is very interesting. Is that actually true? I don't know if that's true. You know what? I'm actually going to look that up. I feel that's not true. Oh my God, it's actually true. Anyways, oh, it is what it is. Guys, we're diving into a Champions League final, and we're going to do it against this PSG side. Is Mbappe still here? Yes, he is. Martinez is still here. Vitinha is still here, who scored against us. McAllister at right centre mid. And a decent defense. Time to take revenge for that Europa League final. Well, here it is, Marquinhos and PSG alongside Luis Enrique. I really wonder what PSG can do, because as you guys know, they have brought in a lot of transfers. Lucas Hernandez, Kangin Lee, Ugarte, just to name a few. Of course, they might still lose out on Mbappe. Messi is gone. Neymar's situation is unclear at the moment, but he might actually stay. How are things going to go? I really wonder. But here now with Fener, we need to focus on ourselves. We have the regens of Pierre van Hooijdonk and Gabriel Sara in this team. And I want to see them do well alongside all these other players that we have brought in. And some of the originals that we have kept. I mean, you would have thought that with a team like Fener, you probably need to go ahead and bring in a completely new starting 11 to be able to get to the Champions League final. Mbappe! Oh, thank you very much for that clearance. But we didn't have to buy a whole entire new team, so that's a good thing. Yes, good block. PSG still... Oh, what a finish. What a goal. Is that Vitinha again? Is that him again? Oh, mate. He has scored against us in the Europa League final twice, and now strikes a ball with his weak foot from just outside the box. What a finish. Okay, Vitinha, for some reason, is my arch nemesis on this rebuild. Oh, no. Lautaro Martinez sprinting. Mbappe in the center, just waiting now. No way! That's an own goal! I just put in a tackle and it just went into the back of the net. You're kidding. What kind of celebration is that? I've never seen that one before. But hey, that was an own goal. Why are you celebrating, pal? Let me see. It really was, wasn't it? Oh my God. Man, this is going to be very tough to come back from. Love that from Oosterwolde. Lovely move. Oh, they are putting on high press, which could be a good thing for us. Sara, quality pass. Come on now. Let's go. All right, 2-1 it is. Skip. Skippity, skip, skip. Let's go. 31st minute, 2-1. Is that a good ball? Can please win that? Let's go, man. Ferdi gets it done. Abdul Samed now moving forward. Samed seems like a quite agile player. I like his movement there. Samed is still sprinting. Abdul Samed, is he right-footed or left-footed? I have no idea. Donnarumma makes the save anyways. Being chased by Mbappe. Not ideal. Crespo with a little bit of space to take a shot. Sara, too physical for some. Crespo, lovely move. Into Dallinga. He's fake shooting and then properly taking the shot. Man, we're doing well here, putting a lot of pressure on this team. No. No. Not Pogba, please, not Pogba. What a tackle. Last man tackle from our Swedish centre-back. That might make the difference in the end. Here goes Sara. Good pass. Rossi. Inside. Score. No way. 82nd minute. I need someone fresh in the game. Ryan Kent comes on as a centre attack in mid right now. And then after that, I guess I'm going to bring on... I should have brought in more players for the bench. I'm going to bring on Cambiasso. Oh my God, what am I doing? How tall is he? He's 6 foot tall. Oosterwolde, he's 6'2", is he? He is. Okay, well, that's how we're going to play from now on. Oosterwolde again. Great tackle late into the game. Ryan Kent. He's now fresh in the game. He can sprint away from people. And he does exactly that. Ryan Kent. Inside the box. Yes, Ryan Kent. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Thank you so much for this special moment, my man. I thought it was done. I honestly thought there was no way back into this game. I took so many shots, had so many chances, but it took Ryan Kent's substitution to run through PSG's back line and bring us back to level. Crespo, let's go, buddy. Didn't see that working out. Wow, Ryan Kent is on fire. He wants to do something special, and I'm all for it. Kent on the move. Can he beat Marquinhos in a foot race? He cannot. Donnarumma, is that a mistake? No, it is not. Samet wins it, though, here. Beautiful pass. Over to the left. Here goes Molero. Haven't seen much off of him. Good pass. Kent. Ryan Kent. Oh, he's the one. He's the hero. He is the ultimate team GOAT. Let's go, buddy. Rangers, thank you so much for this great transfer into this Fener team. Hey, Gabriel Sara, don't get me wrong, he actually felt incredible in game, but for some reason his stamina didn't hold through, so Ryan Kent came in, Crespo back heel assist, Champions League final, won in a beautiful comeback if it stays like this. And here's that moment, guys. It was enough in the end, and Crespo is lifting the trophy. I had a great time rebuilding a squad that I personally feel attached to. So, guys, here it goes. Thank you so much for watching this one. It was a joy to rebuild Fenerbahçe, and I really hope that Turkish football can climb back up and do better than they have been doing in the previous years. And we can see our teams in the quarters, in the semis, and maybe even in the finals of like competitions like Conference League and Europa League. It would be beautiful to see. But guys, that is me done for today. Thank you so much for watching. I will catch you on the next one. Take care and peace.